Will geese or ducks do more damage in the garden? Let's find out. We'll start with ducks, and the first thing to do is to find some ducks. And I don't see any. Here they are. Not only do I have ducks, I have 13 ducks. There's 11 ducklings in here, and the two mama ducks. Whether ducks or geese do more damage in the garden really comes down to their diet. And what do ducks eat? Wait, before we go any further, I want you to leave a comment on this video and just guess. I think I know which animal will do more damage in the garden, ducks or geese. What I'm gonna do now is just let the ducks calm down and just watch them quietly and just see what they do out here in the garden. I think I caught the ducks at the wrong time of day. They're not really doing anything. I've had them in here about 40 minutes, and they've mostly just laid down and rested. So I think they're kind of in their after meal repose. I will tell you though, we've had the ducks in the garden, many of you all know this, a ton. In fact, they started much of their life outside the brooder. Inside, they started out here in this little compostable brooder in the garden. So the ducks have been out here in the garden basically all along, on and off. And as you can see, they've done insignificant to no damage to all these plants when the plants were immature. They were out here when the corn was this big. They were out here when the beans were popping up. What we've seen this year is post-germination. If there's plenty of other insects and stuff for ducks to eat, they pretty much leave the plants alone. They want to eat steak. They don't want the salads. It's after supper now. It may be a little late. It's time for the geese's turn in the garden though. Now, this is a little scary because I've never had the geese in the garden. I know that it's going to be different than the ducks, but I don't know how bad this could get. Geese are vegetarians. Have you ever thought about that? It's very interesting. They're these giant birds compared to most, homestead poultry, and they just eat plants. So far, the geese have done no damage. They're just eating grass. What I'm watching for is if they're gonna pick on any of the garden plants. Have you ever heard of weeder geese? Some farms actually use geese in crops that are quite challenging to weed, like strawberries. And they'll put the geese in the strawberries when the strawberry plants are mature, and the geese will eat the grass and leave the strawberries. They will actually eat ripe strawberries though, but they won't eat the plants. I want to test this out a little further though and push them up into these beans and through the corn and see if they'll touch the plants or if they'll just stick to grass. Okay guys, so I'm actually surprised and really pleased. So far, the geese have done no damage to any plants. I've pushed them through the beans, through the corn. They've eaten grass and very small plants and leaves the whole way, mostly clover and grass. Now, I'm surprised because I expected the geese would hone in on these small garden plants, but they haven't touched anything. I had y'all leave a comment earlier and guess which one, and the answer is, so far, neither one. So sorry for that. Sorry I had y'all guess. Well, we're gonna have to test this out more because I don't want to just leave the geese in the garden, but I'm intrigued by the possibility of pinning them around some specific areas. For example, the strawberries. We've been using the ducks in the garden for some time to control bugs. Now, maybe we can start introducing the geese to help us with weeding. I'm just tickled because these geese are really special to me, and I would love to be able to pen them in the garden and give them some freedom in the daytime, say when I'm going to town or something, and not have them just roaming, which I'm not. I'm either keeping them penned up or I'm at home. Well, folks, thanks for joining us today as we compared ducks and geese in the garden. It's been another great day in the homestead, and we will see you in another video soon. Goodbye.